Rockwood 8244BS here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. This fills that perfect little slot at, what, 7,300 some odd pounds, something like that, of being somebody who just wants something really nice, but they just don't want something really big. It's a rare combination because we tend to equate size to value in American Western culture, and this is one of those that goes against that grain. And if you actually look at it and dissect what's here, this is a lot of coach. This is a lot of, it's 10 pounds of ultralight in a 5-pound sack. Rockwood is the #1 producer of lightweight RVs on the market in total. And they've been that way for years. And anybody will tell you, it's a lot harder to stay on top than to get on top. And here's how they do it. This is not the price point one. You can find a cheaper ultralight, I guarantee that. I don't know that you can find a better one. That's the difference. Rockwood's retirement lightweight is kind of how I phrase it. Now, there's optional equipment present, and you're definitely going to have questions at some point. So you can probably answer a lot of those, like if you want to know tank capacities and links and stuff. I leave you a link down here. It says check for price and availability. We do publish our pricing, and our price doesn't change if you do or don't have a trade. Our price doesn't change if you're financing or not financing. It's just the real price. This thing's worth what it's worth. If you have a trade, it's worth what it's worth. That's it. The point I'm making here is you're one click away from answering a lot of real simple, easy, basic questions. If we sell this, not if, but when, and we replace it, the next one might not be equipped identically. For instance, this we put on a full champagne skim package. We put on the slide awning toppers to keep that thing protected. You don't usually get nicer upgrades like a high gloss skin on a small lightweight RV like this. This is short bed friendly, which is cool with the Reese Revolution pin box here. There's actually a wedge you can install in this if you need it for your specific truck trailer combination. The entire pin box can actually pivot 45 degrees, and what that does is it will shove the corner of the RV away from the cab of your vehicle so they don't collide, because if they collide, then you're going to have an expensive repair bill no matter what, and then nobody wins. Rockwood is 5-sided, vacuum laminated, fully aluminum framed, plywood deck constructed floor. The floor is forced air heated, insulated with a hot air exhaust. What that means is that most manufacturers, they just skin the underbelly, put a hot air duct on there and say, great, it's some kind of winterization thing package. And that helps, don't get me wrong. But Rockwood actually has a hot air vent that allows that air to continue to exhaust and flow. Because once that, take a water bottle and crinkle it down. Now, put your mouth on it and blow air into it and watch it expand. But what happens once the bottle gets fully expanded? You can't push any more air into it. Then the air in the bottle starts to slowly cool down. It's encapsulated. Rockwood doesn't have that problem. The air always flows over the tanks. And if that isn't enough, Rockwood Signature Series has standard 12-volt tank heating pads. You can run those things going down the road if you need to. You can see the aluminum double-sided welded, double welded, I guess you'd say. Welded on both side construction, however you want to say it. Even a hot air duct down here into your basement storage to give it another encapsulated layer. Now look around. You see aluminum, you see plywood, you don't see OSB and particle board, and nor will you. They just don't use it. Laminated slide walls, it's an indicator of superior structure and strength. This is classic. Classic outside storage. Perfect little fishing pole or golf clubs or something like that. There's a lot of good stuff here. All of your baggage doors are slam latches so that it's just easier one-hand operation. Let's see, roof being fully laminated the way it is. It's a total walk-on, no flex roof. I've been all over those things. I feel there's a lot of very strong roofing in this business. I always felt more secure on top of a Rockwood because it does not flex at all. It's really strong. They put the biggest awning on this thing they really could, and that's awesome because it's like a good 18 to 20 foot awning, and it is a easy tilt, pitch adjustable awning with full length LED lighting underneath. So against this super highly reflective skin, you're going to get just a blanket of light over here. Now, we will typically add the outside grill onto our Rockwood Signatures because they have one of the best outside grilling or tailgating stations you can imagine. Grill mounts here. It comes with a little work table that can mount next to it. It's all under the awning, and right here you have your TV can actually come outside. You can use it out here, hook up into those plugs, speakers out here, and have full outside tailgate station under the total cover of your awning. Now look up top. You see that Max Air cover sticking out up there? Your bathroom fans in Rockwood are the bigger Max Air fans, and they come standard from the factory with the bigger covers, so that again, you have that protection and rainy day use. You know, it was actually rainy. You can see the cruddy everything around here today. Now, power front leveling jacks, power stabilizer jacks. People go, why don't you put the automatic levelers on your Rockwoods? Because they frankly don't need them. You level the RV front to back with the front jacks anyway, and then all you do is put the rear stabilizers down to stabilize them. This does all that. It's still all one push of a button. You don't have to, you know, get down on your hands and knees and manually crank stuff. So it just doesn't need it. You know, it's a smaller RV. It just doesn't need that kind of stuff. You want to get into a big 45-footer, then yeah, maybe, you know. Moving on, wider 30-inch entry door. And this is a friction hinge door, so it's not going to, you know, fly open in the breeze. Now again, a wider door allows you, even a grown adult, to stand right in the doorway. You don't have to walk in sideways or anything. I also like to use like heavier screen doors. Everything on this is just a cut above. This is the Winston decor with maple wood tones and a wood print floor. All of those things can change. Rockwood has more interior combinations, wood, floor, and fabrics than anyone else. They're really about the only ones that let you select wood tones in this stage of the game. We went with maple on this to give it a lighter, brighter interior. Because the 8244, what you're getting here is a very nice, but a modest living space, but with a gorgeous upper deck, bed and bath. And that's an interesting thing, is there's a lot of people who just want a nice bedroom slide and a big closet for lots of storage because they want to do traveling. This, if you're going to go, man, I'm going to travel everywhere all the time, man, I cannot think of a better fifth wheel than this one. It's built for crazy use. It has dual independent torsion axles and suspension. Each wheel can move independently to give you the best ride and greatest longevity on the coach, because it's soaking up the greatest amount of road shock and abuse at the ground level. This also has a 2-inch arch in the ceiling, so even upstairs it just really feels wide open. Beautiful residential ceiling fan and light up here. Let that open the windows and let the air blow around and just feel really comfortable. All hardwood cabinet doors. Not a lot of ultralights will take that time, with luxury hidden hinge cabinetry. And if you look, you can actually see the pocket screwing of the cabinetry right there. Not stapled, not glued, not going to fall apart. Speaking of cabinet hardware, all the drawers are plywood box constructed, and they have residential soft close drawers. And I never get tired of watching those things work. I don't. Standard Rockwood Signature Series has the gorgeous Corian countertops you pay extra to upgrade to in most other brands. So again, the stuff that matters is here. Now, it's a smaller kitchen. You would have very limited prep space if it weren't for the fact that they used a stainless steel undermounted sink. This again, Rockwood, I truly feel, is the only true luxury ultralight on the market. It may not be for everyone. I understand that, because again, they do have a fair price tag to them, but you get a lot for it. You do get what you pay for. Now, they've recessed the stove too, so we have good countertop space in a small fifth wheel. That is awesome. Spinning around here, our dinette has these easy drawers. You can, get to your under dinette storage very quickly and easily. Again, not, cheap box constructed. With a real wood tabletop. And why I stress that is particle board is a very inexpensive material, but it's also very heavy. A real wood tabletop feels a little bit better. It's also lighter. So if you're going to fold this up or down into the sleeping position, that's simple. And with the free-floating elliptical legs, you can take this thing outside like a picnic table if you want to. Now, notice here a classic floor plan feature that Rockwood does. They push the slide wall over about an extra 9 inches to make room for this bigger pantry over here. So they give you a pantry where this floor plan otherwise would have none. And the entertainment they made very functional, because they put this TV on this big swing arm so that you can move the TV to be able to see anywhere easily from any of your sitting spaces here in the living area. This is an app-enabled IRV, AM, FM, CD, DVD, Bluetooth player. So what that means is they have a free app on your, like iPhones and Androids that you can download, turn your phone into a Bluetooth wireless remote for this thing. Also, in the Rockwood Signature Series, they have an upgraded chipset. That means that this has true dual zone entertainment. You can separate inside and outside entertainment off of one system. That is a very uncommon feature, and frankly, I bet most people who even sell these don't know that. Electric space heating fireplace, so that you don't have to burn up your extra propane. And there's if they would have used the industry standard 4,000 BTU fireplace, it would have worked fine. But it's Rockwood, and they go all out every time. So they use a 5,120 BTU fireplace down here. So you've got an awesome electric space heater built right into this thing. But you can also just use that for visual aesthetics. You can use it, it'll look like the fire crackling there and glowing without the actual heat pumping out if you don't want it. Moving upstairs. By the way, resin stairs, not hardwood, so you're not going to be quite as slippery on your socks. And they do have a nice handle right here. A little dark right now because we have our light switches right there. And look at the difference that makes. Again, if you want a luxury fifth wheel, gorgeous bedroom, but you want a small, highly towable fifth wheel, congratulations, guys. Your search is over. Again, get up in the guts of something. Look around. See how they're put together. And you can see Rockwood has an all-aluminum framework. Even their furniture they build is aluminum frame. Now, this is cool. Where they have to screw into the wood, into the aluminum, they will actually stuff it with a very light wood so that the tube doesn't crush if the guy with the screw gun goes a little bit bonkers and bananas and over screws a bit. This is that little flip-out table I was telling you goes outside. Now, check this out. You've got a Corian-topped huge kitchen extension right here for extra counter space, as if you didn't have enough already with the recessed stove and sink. This is a Serta brand True Queen, 60 by 80 True Queen, and I was impressed by how easily walked around this is. There's plenty of space on both sides. What I also wasn't very impressed with is how they left stands in the slide out. They could have saved money, serious money probably, by making the slide 4 inches thinner on both sides. But it's Rockwood. They don't sacrifice function for price point. You know, if it has to function first by them. Being a bedroom slide, that opens up the front wall to that full 96-inch wide wardrobe and storage closet. And they did not skimp on their dresser down here. And once again, we've got that nicer hardware, even up in the bedroom. They probably could have scaled down to just traditional ball bearing glides down here, and you wouldn't have even thought twice about it. But again, it's Rockwood, and that's just what Rockwood does. We are all set to add a TV up here. Now, the one we have in stock, it might have a bedroom TV, it might not. Just, again, it depends on what we can get our hands on at a given point. The bathroom over here, when I first opened this, I'm like, okay, well, I've seen this show before. We got a porcelain foot flush stool and a little closet style. And I started looking, I'm like, oh, they gave you an extra breeze window. And, oh, you're getting the bigger fan. And, oh, they slotted the bathroom door so that you could run that fan at night without having to leave this hanging open. And then I came around the corner and went, OMG, Becky, look at that linen cabinet. And I was really impressed. I've not really seen a lot of people put a full floor-to-ceiling linen cabinet in a small closet bath like this. But again, I don't know why it surprised me, because Rockwood. That should really just be their whole slogan down there. Someone could be like, oh my god, why did they go so far above and beyond like this? And you just go, because Rockwood. And it should just make sense. Everyone should just understand that. Larger radius shower too, with lots of elbow room. And with the double arch ceiling that they have in here and the clearance, you've got lots of headroom. Even on my toes, I can't hit the ceiling. They've done a good job. And again, I love that fully laminated roof that they have in here. It's such a good feel quality to it. Very deep. I mean, take a look at this. Very deceptively deep sink here. You can actually get your hands in, and it's stone cast, not cheap plastic. They totally did not have to do that in here, because there's no way on earth you can get enough hot enough water out of that sink to possibly damage an acrylic sink. But it's nicer, it's better, and that's Rockwood, because Rockwood. So, give us a call, learn a little bit more. 800-256-5196, Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. We only do everything, including hitches, pieces, parts, financing, accessories, delivery, package deals with trucks and trailers, and everything else in between you can possibly imagine. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone. Have a great day.